10 hardest countries to get a Schengen visa for. Even for those who are eager to get one, the Schengen visa application process might be complicated. Therefore, take care and don't let your laziness or lack of motivation lead you to make errors while you go through the application process. Paying close attention to the tiniest details might make or break your Schengen visa application. In addition to knowing what Schengen visa you need and which kind to apply for, it helps to have an idea of the state-by-state approval rates. Here's a top 10 list of most difficult countries to get a Schengen visa. 10. Netherlands, 13.1% rejection rate. Although it is mostly situated in Northwestern Europe, the Netherlands also has 3 island possessions in the Caribbean and is therefore the world's largest exporter of tulips. There are 907,976 people living in the nation's capital of Amsterdam, representing more than 176 different countries of origin. Lowlands and flat terrain, windmills scattered throughout the nation, and tulips are all things for which the Netherlands is famous. The canals of Amsterdam, the world-famous Rijksmuseum, the Anne Frank House, the Van Gogh Museum, the Kasteel de Haar, and many more sites are among the city's most popular among visitors. It was once among the first countries to join the European Union, the Eurozone, the Group of 10, NATO, the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, and the World Trade Organization. Since the Schengen nations removed internal borders in 1995, anybody may apply for a Schengen visa to visit the Netherlands. Despite having a meagre 13% rejection rate, Netherlands is still among the most difficult countries to get a Schengen visa. 9. Spain, 13.4% rejection rate. With a total land size of 505,990 square kilometres, Spain ranks as the EU's second biggest member. Located mostly on Europe's Iberian Peninsula, Spain is formally recognised as the Kingdom of Spain. Spanish is spoken by 46,710,050 people who reside in Spain. To put it simply, this region has the world's second largest tourist market. About 40 billion annually in economic gain is realised in Spain as a result. Madrid, Barcelona, Cordoba, Granada, etc. are only a few of Spain's most well-known urban centres. Famous in Spain include bullfights, a tomato carnival, nightlife in Ibiza, and pink flamingos. The Great Mosque of Cordoba, as well as the Sagrada Familia, are other popular destinations, as are the General Life Grounds and indeed the Alhambra. From 1995, when Spain joined the Schengen zone as one of the EU's constituent states, citizens have been able to seek also for Spanish Schengen visa. 8. Malta, 16.2% rejection rate. Malta is an island nation in the Mediterranean, around 80 kilometres or 50 miles south of Italy. It has a citizenry of 533,286 people, as well as a land area of 316 square kilometres, putting it among the smallest nations in the European Union. Even so, Malta's many mansions, fortresses, historic hilltop settlement of Medina, archaeological sites, hills, beaches and shores make it a popular tourist destination. After joining the EU in 2004, Malta eliminated its boundaries with the neighbouring Schengen states in 2007. Since then, visitors to Malta just need a Schengen visa to visit the island, but according to many reviewers and ratings, Malta remains in among the most difficult countries to get a Schengen visa. 7. Germany, 18.8% rejection rate. You may travel to all 26 countries that are part of the Schengen area with a single Schengen tourism or visitor visa to Germany. It comes in the form of a sticker that the traveller must adhere to his or her passport. In order to get a Schengen visa for the sole purpose of visiting friends and family or travelling for tourism, you must restrict your activities to inside the Schengen region itself. If you desire to visit Germany for any reason other than tourism, you must apply for a different sort of visa, such as a student visa, a work visa, or national visa, or another type of visa entirely. 6. Portugal, 20.3% rejection rate. Portugal is the most westerly country in Europe, as well as one of the region's earliest states. There are 10,291,027 people living in its 92,212 square kilometres of land. The Portuguese Republic is an industrialised nation with a prosperous economy and comfortable level of life. The country's fascinating architecture bears the scars of its many invasions. Portugal is a part of several international organisations, including the UN, EU, NATO and the Schengen area. In 1995, it became a component of the latter, thereby eliminating its boundaries with the other member nations. Since that time, visitors to Portugal have been able to request for Schengen visas. If they have a short stay visa for Portugal, they may visit the whole Schengen area as well. 5. Belgium, 20.4% rejection rate. The population of the Western European nation of Belgium, sometimes referred to as the Kingdom of Belgium, is 11,584,008. Brussels, the nation's capital, is one of the biggest and most populous cities in all of Belgium. Parts of modern-day Belgium were once dominated by the Dutch, the Spanish, the French and the Austrians, all of whom left a rich legacy in the form of culture and design. Waterways, cobblestone streets and Middle Ages architecture set the nation apart. Belgium is home to several of Europe's top tourist destinations, like the picturesque medieval city of Antwerp, the fascinating archaeological museum of Arlon, the unique Flemish Beguinage, the enchanting Bruges, an old city with a network of canals straight out of a storybook, and a lot more. Belgium became part of the European border-free region when its government ratified the Schengen Accord in 1995. A visitor with a short-stay visa to Belgium may now visit any of the other 26 Schengen countries, covering the vast majority of Europe. However, the rejection rates in Belgium for Schengen places it among the most difficult countries to get Schengen visas. 4. Denmark, 21.1% rejection rate. Known formally as the Kingdom of Denmark, the Nordic nation of Denmark consists of the following regions: Denmark, a European country. The Faroe Islands are a group of islands in the North Atlantic that function as a nation in its own right. To the north of the United States, in the Atlantic, is Greenland, a sovereign island nation. Metro Denmark ratified the Schengen Treaty in 2001 and became a member of the European EU officially in January 1973. Since then, people of any nation may request for a Schengen entry to Denmark at any of the Danish embassies or consulates across the globe. Denmark, a country in Europe with a total land area of 42,933 square kilometres, is home to several popular tourist destinations. Some of them include the Frederiksborg Castle, the Vikings Geskbymuseet, the Skagen Shores, Legoland Billund, as well as Tivoli Grounds. 3. France, 21.1% rejection rate. Since signing the Schengen Agreement in 1997, urban France has become a member of the Schengen area. France, which covers 551,695 square kilometres of land throughout the whole of Europe, is a popular tourist destination. France has a large influx of visitors every year because of its many tourist attractions, including its coastline and mountains, historical sites, wonderful museums and monuments, gastronomy, and good wine. Your French visa will also let you into the tiny Principality of Monaco and the European country of Andorra. You'll need a certain sort of visa to enter France for your specific trip. There are distinct France Schengen visa requirements depending on whether you want to travel, academic study, or employ yourself and live in France indefinitely. But here's the catch: France is the third most difficult country to get Schengen visa from. 2. Norway, 26.2% rejection rate. Norway, formerly referred to as the Kingdom of Norway, is a nation in the Nordic region that borders the northwestern part of Europe. Principal parts of its territory are, geographically, the westernmost and northern part of the Scandinavian peninsula, the Jan Mayen Isles, Svalbard, an island group in the Arctic Ocean, Antarctica's Queen Maud Land. The European country of Norway has a total size of 385,252 square kilometres and a population of 5,434,319. Norway is well known as the country of the nighttime sun for its picturesque ports and shoreline and for its snow adventure sports. Based on the World Bank reports, the country's per average income is the fourth greatest in the world and its public wealth reserve is the biggest in the world. It participates in the European Union, the European Free Trade Association for Commerce, its Council of Europe legislature, and the European Economic Area. It is also part of the Schengen region. The Schengen Accord was first put into effect in Norway on March 25, 2001. Since that time, Norwegian citizens have been eligible to request for Schengen visas. The percentage of visa applications rejected in Norway was 26.2% in 2022, second highest in all of Europe. 1. First, with a 30.6% rejection rate in Schengen visas, Sweden's hardest country to get Schengen visas. Sweden, a Nordic nation in Northern Europe, has a total area of 450,295 square kilometres. Roughly 10.2 million people call the country of Sweden, also known as the Kingdom of Sweden, home. Of this number, 86% reside in urban areas. Stockholm, the country's capital, is the most populated metro area in the Nordic region. In addition, it has the only national urban park of any capital city in the world. Urban areas like Malmö, Gothenburg and Copenhagen are also among Sweden's largest outside of Stockholm. The Vikings are famous for inhabiting Sweden until the 11th century. Two-thirds of Sweden is covered by woods, and the nation is well known for the large number of elks that roam freely across them. After joining the EU in January 1995, Sweden became a member of the Schengen area in 2001. Since then, visitors from all over the globe have been able to register for and access Sweden on a Schengen visa. Numerous travellers had their Schengen visa applications denied, preventing them from visiting several historic European nations. Applications for visas to other nations are often denied for a variety of reasons. In this light, it is prudent to research which nations provide the best chances of acceptance. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell.